So I'm going to be the token Italian and grab the first slice of there you go. As I know you slaved over a hot stove, sort of, to get this done, which is great.
Why does that sound so out of the realm of possibility?
It's definitely not.
That's because you haven't had my chicken.
There you go.
Actually, it just came to mind was when I started my social work degree. Literally the first day or the second day, they said you will burn out. You know, they say, you know, even my mom was hearing more about what the social work profession entails, and she was like, so what's going to be your second profession? She wasn't trying to be disrespectful of social workers. She was just like, you're going to burn out. Most social workers burn out. So what's your plan afterwards, you know, so that you have two careers that you're able to give your all. And so, yes, to a practitioner's defense, I don't know if I use the right expression right there, it is a fine balance, you know, especially at the beginning of your career, but of course over your career, to constantly recalibrate that fine balance between setting those boundaries and hopefully not, you know, being seen as this like mean person or cold person, but having those boundaries, because then you do go home and you have a life too. And so it really is a balance that patients and the practitioners have to struggle with. And I've definitely been in a situation where I was at my worst, and I was in the ICU, and I lost my shit. I was yelling and screaming at 4 a.m. and ordering people around. In my defense, it saved my life because there really was something wrong. So always trust your gut. But my parents said, you know, that was pretty mean, you know, after I was out of the woods. And it just so happened that I was there in the emergency room for another issue down the road a few months later, and I saw a nurse that had been on my case that night. And I'm sick from whatever I was dealing with this time. And I called her over. She wasn't my nurse this time. I just saw her in the hall. I said, I don't know if you remember me. I think I'm kind of hard to forget from last time. But I know how hard I was on you, and I know how unfair and awful I was. I am so sorry, right? Like, nice. you didn't deserve that. And I was surprised that she actually, I don't know if I should be surprised, but I was delightfully surprised that she's, are you kidding me? You were literally the sickest person in the hospital. We were so worried about you. I totally understood. But so it is that give and take, and we're always going to make mistakes in our lives. And
a lot of nurses, oh my God, they're the most amazing people.
Yeah.
Oh.
Unfortunately, healthcare, you know, is the worst place to kind of be human, you know, and make those human mistakes, because yes, there's a lot at stake.
Yeah.
So take that with a grain of salt when you're getting into it. But I'm in it, so
I think that's the risk that everybody takes when they're going into that field, regardless of what level you're going in on, whether you're going to be a surgeon, whether you're going to be going from the social side of things. Mm-hmm. You have to know that it's not just your life that you're dealing with now, it's the lives of other people that you're getting involved in, right? Yeah. So if that's not something that you're prepared for, then maybe you shouldn't get in that industry to begin with, and that's what I